Hello everyone, welcome back to Desert Vibes podcast, where we dive deep into topics that inspire, uplift, and helps us live our best lives. I'm your host Dennis Kamau, and today we're gonna dive into our life stories, where we employed gratitude and helped us to propel our life forward. Thank you. So some of us, the faces are familiar. We have one new guest, and yeah, it's gonna be hot. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please take that chance now because you're missing a lot if you haven't, or you will miss a lot. I'd like everybody to introduce himself. Yeah.
I go by the name once Idris, and I'm glad to be here now.
You're welcome.
Once again, Paulappolo.
Thank you. Looking back on your life, what's a story where gratitude completely changed your perspective and trajectory?
Yeah, I remember when I was looking for a job, and this one old friend who we used to school together in college gave me a call, and as you all know, friends do talk too much. So on the line, we had to speak about back in college, how life is going, everything, you know. So he gave me a number that I should call, and after calling that number, they were looking for for a technician. Okay. I called the number, and he connected me to a job where I'm currently actually working, and it's one of the way that gratitude changed my life story, because back then I had struggled a lot looking for a job, but when this guy called and connected me to, like, he acted like a destiny connector, that is like a destiny pointer. So this changed my life trajectory in a way that I didn't expect. I didn't expect that guy to call me, because we were not so much in good terms. Yet we used to go to school together, but we were not that close. But even though we were not that close, I don't know what came into his mind, and he decided that I will call Paul. And we had other technicians who they were so close, but in this case he decided, let me call Paul. So after I got the job, I had to at least show gratitude also to him for connecting me to the job. So it changed the perspective in a way that not only your friends who will do good to you, not only those who are close to you can do good to you, but also people who even doesn't count you as a friend, people who did even maybe value you, they can still be, or they can still show gratitude. So it turned, to me, one thing, it fostered the relationship between me and that person. Secondly, it made some connection, like it fostered connections, that is between me, that guy, and the one who was looking for a technician. And it grows like that, such that where I am right now, I have a very wide of network, friends, fellow technicians, and all that. So that's how gratitude once changed my life trajectory.
Mr. Idris,
Yeah.
how has cultivating gratitude changed the narrative of your life story?
In small situation, like when you meet a new person in life, when you meet a friend, a long-term friend, like as
Mr.
my
Paul.
friend said here, the small thing you do to them, the small appreciation you give unto them, at some time in life, it will come back to give you the loyalty you are into. You once gave into that person's life. So the small impact each and every day as we go our day-to-day life, you meet a new person, you advise, you give them a lifetime experience on your past, and it encourage him or her in a certain way. For that person, one day he will succeed, and then he will come back to his or her mind to remember, like, this person once said this to me and it once encouraged me in life. So for me, gratitude in the smallest portion, in the biggest portion, when you give out, more will come at you.
Okay, so based on your own life story, has gratitude changed your perspective on the way you view things?
Exactly. I can say one time, like Paul, I was so desperate for work. That time I was doing some work. Then I decided to wake up one morning. I was well dressed up, ready for work. But it was this certain time of period, like you are on training. I can remember my home was a distance from the work, so you can wake up, then you calculate your time, you calculate the money you use in the fare, then you say, I'm not getting enough for this work. So you decide to just relax, then reflect on what I'm gonna do. So I decided to go back and benchmark on things I need to do. I make one call from here to here, but I kept on the trust I had that one day it will come unto me, and I will be so grateful for it. So this guy, we used to hang out once in a while. So we met for a brunch, we talked, and when I told him I was looking for something, he said he was starting a new company and I can be a partner doing with him. You see the connection we had at that time, it made sure that I got that work. It was not on a coincidence, but it made sure the partnership we have with the person was guaranteed to even have a work, because the person trusted me.
Okay.
For him to give me a chance to his company. That's why I say, no matter how small the person, I was still grateful for him being there at that moment.
Okay, thank you so much. Back to you, Mr. Paul. What's the most unexpected place you have found gratitude, and how did that experience shape you?
Let me give situations where gratitude is really unexpected. For those, for example, for if you look at those patients who are suffering from severe or chronic diseases, they have no, for example, most of them, they have no hopes to see the sun rise. They have no hopes to breathe. They have no hopes to even sit and walk. But to them, that small sight, that waking up in the morning and having that breath is so much gratitude to them. You see, that waking up and walking on feet is so much gratitude to them. So those are kind of situations where gratitude can rarely be experienced, because those guys, they do cry, or those people, they do cry night and day, having hope that they will see tomorrow. And when they see tomorrow, that small thing, the breath, just waking up and walking up, is a bit, is too much, is a lot of gratitude to them. So that is the situation which I would give. I personally remember I was in 2012. I was coming from work. A car almost hit me as I was crossing the road. And actually, I didn't know how that car didn't hit me because I saw it hitting me because I was just inches. I just crossed. The car just crossed as I was few inches to hit the end of the road. And when I crossed the road, I just stood and looked back, and I said, "It's this is something that I should thank God because in one flash of a second, I would have been buried because accidents, most of the accidents which happen, they happen and either you fracture your leg, or maybe you paralyze your backbone and all that. So to me, that is something that I gave back gratitude because yeah, I'm alive. So that God being on my side was one of the most precious thing that shifted my life or my life perspective in terms of gratitudes. Yeah.
So, Mr. Idris,
Okay.
when it comes to showing gratitude, I know you have showed gratitude to many people, and most of them have showed gratitude to you. So, what impact or who is the person that you can still remember till today? The small thing that he did, you took it, maybe you took it for granted, but today you recognize it as a gratitude, like you are very grateful about it. It came to be a big opportunity. Yeah.
I remember a friend to my mom.
A friend to your mom.
Yeah,
Mhm.
one guy
Mhm.
didn't know each other,
Okay.
and this guy helped me to elevate my life in a certain point.
Mhm.
Actually, the work I'm doing right now,
Mhm.
him personally, he did the, all the effort for me to be working there.
Mhm.
So for me, at that time, I saw it like a small thing, but when when the years goes by, I remember how effortless he was doing it, as if I'm his own child. Then I reflect him paying for me some money to do something, paying my medical at that time, and right now I'm really grateful for that man.
Mhm.
And that's the person, like I said, he did something to me without no questioning what he did to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me be more specific. Our parents.
Mhm.
Yeah, they have done so much for us. And the episode that we had last, we talked more about this. Mr. Paul can recall that. And we talked about our parents because they used to do so many things for us. Because Mr. Paul said something to do with we are being brought up in a community whereby education is a must.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to education, our parents pay our school fees. They feed us, they do everything to ensure that we learn, we do everything, we go to college, we finish high school, and we finish the college and everything. But we take these things for granted. We don't show an effort to appreciate them. We don't show any gratitude to them. So sometimes I can say things that I used to think that our parents were doing because it was their responsibility. Right now, I can say actually they were doing something that is of a very good impact because to be honest, it has helped me to elevate my life a little bit nicer than the way I couldn't do without them. You got my point? Yeah, so Mr. Paul, what are you grateful for when it comes to the matters of relationship?
I'm grateful for working with different people from different diversities
Mm-hmm.
because you get to learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You get to learn a lot in terms of cultural influences, the way of working, Christianity, or maybe religious wise, and it's so much pleasure working with different people from different countries.
Okay.
So, that is one of the things which I'm grateful for in this life, because so many people would want to work abroad or would want to work overseas, but they don't have that opportunity. But others, they have everything, but they are conned. You know, there are so many kind of people who will promise you things, but they won't fulfill. So, to me, I'm grateful for this. Yeah, I'm grateful for what God has done for me. Yeah, especially being alive is one of the most things that I'm grateful for. Yeah.
So, Mr. Idris, tell me how you feel when other persons, when another person shows something like an effort to appreciate something you did to him or her. How do you feel?
For me, I feel like the person saw the effort. Him or her doing that thing to me. First thing, I'd be thankful to the person.
Okay.
When you be thankful, you show appreciation to the person. The person feel like he or her has done something to you, and you appreciate him or her, so that it can encourage the person to do more to other people, and also for you, maybe it has lifted your spirit of doing something and showing you need to be good. You need to do these things for certain people, for them to experience what you have experienced from getting from the other person.
So being more specific, you're saying like the other person appreciating your effort, it kind of boosts your morale.
Yeah, your morale, or when you are encountering something, when you are low, that someone showing you that love, that's kind of
the effort of appreciating you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it shows that the person is with you no matter in which situation, and you feel comfortable, feel your spirit is lifted high in that period.
Mr. Paul, tell me of a day or maybe a situation whereby you are expecting someone to show appreciation but they didn't, and how you reacted on it. Yeah, and how you overcame it.
In one way, a person should appreciate from where you pull that person from. Yeah, that is one of the situations where I helped a person, but he never showed gratitude. But I was okay, actually. I did not. Actually, today is the day that I've spoken about it. I did not follow up to know why he did not show gratitude. I was grateful because his work went through, but knowing in heart that I helped him, that's why the work went through. So that's one of the situations that's how I dealt with.
I can say we are humans, and sometimes we do want us to be glorified despite the other person helping. So, Mr. Idris, based on your daily challenges and everything, how often do you show gratitude to others? Let's not just dwell on the other person showed me gratitude, maybe he appreciated my effort. How often do you appreciate another person's effort?
For me,
let's talk of today actually. How many people have you appreciated today?
By now, 2 people.
What did they do? Something minor, something major?
The first one, he bought me a gift.
Today?
Yeah, today.
Can we see the gift?
Or? No, not currently.
Okay.
Yeah. So just said because one day I helped the person, so he was giving the hand back.
Okay.
Like, you help me in this situation, I can give you this.
So you helped him like some days before?
Years back.
Years back.
Yeah.
So today he said, let me appreciate Idris for this. Okay.
So even for me, I didn't remember the situation at that until now. So the person just said, you remember this certain date and this you helped me, so I'm giving back the hand back to show the appreciation you work for me at that time. The second person is my friend. He invited me. It was like a joke because for me, I like indoors. I like sleeping.
So you are an introvert?
Not in that.
Not really. Yeah.
So he said it's okay for him welcoming me
Mhm.
into this episode.
Mhm.
Yeah, it showed like I'm grateful to him.
Okay. Mr. Paul,
Mhm.
how many people have you appreciated today? Like, have you shown gratitude today? Maybe. Okay, let's say for the last week, how many people did you appreciate? Let's not talk about today. Maybe I think mhm,
I would say three.
3.
One is a team leader.
For a whole day, for a whole week, you only appreciated 3 people.
Yes.
You showed gratitude only to 3 people.
Yes.
Was it tangible things or it was just thank you, thank you?
It was just saying thank you.
It's end month. You
Yeah.
were supposed to do something, man.
Actually, the kind of person I'm talking about, I wouldn't show gratitude in that manner by
Mhm.
giving structural gifts
Mhm.
or tangible gifts, but just by a word of saying thank you, he's okay. He or she is okay. Second person is one of my closest friend. Actually, she's a lady. She's in South Africa, but we do talk a lot. And she has been mentoring me a lot of. Okay, she has been giving a lot of support, mental support, from over
Is
wherever
it
she
mental
is.
support or emotional support? Be more
Uh,
specific.
Both.
Both.
I
Okay.
would say both. So I appreciate her every day. Actually, I always appreciate her every day. She's a witness, and I know she will watch this. So thank you.
Okay, because for me, I don't know. I can't even. I lost the count because every time someone does something, even if it's something minor, I usually say thank you. And it's not only saying thank you, but I usually mean it. You know? Yeah, you just open a door for me, I'll just say thank you. I'll just say, don't you guys say so?
I see, you do so.
But you didn't say that you show gratitude on in doing these small, minor things.
Just me for today.
Sorry, I'm sorry. What about what about the last 7 days?
Yeah, I've been showing gratitude.
Okay.
Even the smallest thing.
But for him, it's only 3 times. Don't you
The
tell
third
people
person,
that?
the third person was the hot and juicy, and actually my fellow thematics. I would call them thematics. That is
Thematics.
the hot and juicy podcast, and
Mhm.
also our podcast. So I think after we finished shooting last time,
Mhm.
we went and had a cup of tea and some bread. So those are three people that I showed gratitude.
So that is a group. It's a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say people, man. So I think we need to end this. And last but not least, if your life was a book, what chapter would represent the power of gratitude? I won't ask of a page because if we dwell with pages, man will take hours and even days to finish this. So if your life was a book, what chapter would represent gratitude?
Can you give your chapter first?
My chapter?
Let's hear of your chapter.
I think we are running out of time. Can you back to my
chapter-
question, please? Yeah.
My chapter is our siblings. They do a lot. Actually, the firstborns,
Mhm.
they have done a lot to us. They have carried us on their backs. We've spit on them.
Mhm.
They have wiped our makers. That is, they have cleaned our noses.
Mhm.
You see, they have washed our bodies. You see, they have done a lot. So if my story would be a book, then my chapter would be on siblings.
What about
So
us?
I really
We are
appreciate my
our own
siblings.
firstborns, lastborns. We appreciate ourselves, huh?
So yeah, you should appreciate yourself.
Okay, thank you so much.
But if you have never had that opportunity to take care of maybe one of your siblings,
Mhm.
uh, your family will be one of the greatest chance to show gratitude. Yeah.
Okay, so and when we talk of family, sometimes your workplace, we usually say it's your family. They are your family, your fellow colleagues, they are your family. when we are here as Desert Vibes, we are family. So we can say our own relatives and the family that we make outside here, right?
I get your point.
What about you, Mr. Idris?
The chapter can open and say about this book is friendship. The
Friendship.
new friends we make,
Mhm.
the smaller, the new people we meet. They bring something into our life that
Yeah, that's true. I agree. I agree.
you can look at it at like a smaller proportion,
Mm-hmm.
but later in life it can be so big that you can't imagine about it.
Okay. So I want the audience, please. Maybe a quote, something they will take away.
I would say this, gratitude
Mhm.
is not all about saying thank you. It's more of the role that people have played into your life.
Mhm.
So always show gratitude,
Mhm.
and once you start showing gratitude, you'll see miracles start happening. Just normalize writing down things that you are grateful for each day,
Okay.
and you will see the miracles or the change, because the power of gratitude
Mhm.
is in your hands or is in your heart. That's it.
What about you, Mr. Idris?
For me, I can say like people have misconception about gratitude sometimes.
Mhm.
Gratitude is not just about good things. Gratitude can be bad or good things. So whenever a situation happen, whether it's bad or good, it brings a certain type of gratitude in our lives. I can advise people to do like 7 or 30 days challenge on gratitude in each and every day. Whatever you do, when it brings gratitude, appreciate it. And later it will come to be fruitful in your life.
So what you mean is people should not look at things like I'm going through a certain challenge. They should take it negatively. They should check the positive impact of it and then propel their life forward.
Exactly.
Okay.
Actually, it's a matter of being contented with whatever you have, than looking or dwelling on basis of whatever you are lacking.
Okay.
So that's how it's not all about having. It's not all about what you have, but it's also focusing on what you don't have or what you are lacking. Okay.
Okay.
So people should be contented with whatever they have and give thanks always, because the moment you start focusing on being contented with whatever you have, then you start getting whatever you don't have. Now you start focusing on getting whatever you don't have, and once you shift your energy in that manner, things comes, or there is a flow of things. So things start flowing, and eventually you get what you never lacked or you ever lacked. That is.
Okay, I would like to tell you guys, gratitude is like a muscle. I'm repeating this quote. So, gratitude is like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. And my daily quote, I always work with this one. I read it for you. Learning to acquire knowledge and knowledge to change destiny. So, everything that you learn, you shouldn't just say, I've learned something and you just keep quiet. You need to use the knowledge you have earned to change your destiny. And the way you can change your destiny is using the knowledge that you have learned and implement it. You execute things. So follow us on our social media platforms at Desert Vibes Ambassadors, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram at Desert Vibes Ambassadors. We salute you all. Thank you.